Well, here we are. It's April 17th, and very soon we're going to have to open the pool up. I don't know what that floaty thing is. Oh, it's a thing for a potted plant, whatever you call that. But I got to drain some of this off and take the cover off. I think the cover has had it. Obviously, there shouldn't be this much water on it. You know, we had a considerable amount of rain, but there's holes in the cover. I know it's kind of lived its day. It's torn in spots, and probably going to need a new one of those. But I was concerned last year because if you remember, the water was like really black, and this doesn't bode well for what it actually looks like. I did actually peek under the cover, and it's black. So it's not going to be good regardless. So that's a little spoiler. But I was concerned last year because it didn't seem that even after I got the pool kind of cleaned up, it didn't seem that the filter was really doing a good job. There was always green stuff in the pool. I was constantly brushing it, and it was just a pain altogether. So I figured, you know, the thing that's getting rid of that is the filter. So I ought to take a look at it. And here's what's left of it. Yeah, I took it apart. Wasn't too bad. There's the clamp, that black thing with the bolt on it. I got my tools over here. That's the spring that was on it. And I just used one of these ratcheting wrenches from Harbor Freight because it was handy. And I just got them because I knew I would need them for various things in time. So it's a good thing to have. Took a 9/16 for that, so that was good. And inside, there's some goodies. Not too bad, not too good. You know, that can just be rinsed out with the hose after I take the plug out. Obviously, I got to clean all this stuff out of here that died over the winter, as it does every year. And here's the top of the filter. Nothing really to report there. One thing I did know to do before I even attempted to move this thing was to wear some gloves. I don't know if the camera makes it out. The little shiny things, the little like sparkles on it, this is made out of fiberglass. And if you just touch this thing and hold it, all of that goes in your hands and your arms, and it's just awful. So I did make sure to actually do the safety third thing and wear the gloves first. And I took out the filter grids. Now the filter grids just sort of sit in here, and it goes over this pipe, which doesn't look exactly straight, but probably because the pad isn't exactly level. It has an O-ring on it that appears to be okay, so we're just going to leave that alone. Oh, maybe it's not okay. Uh-oh. I guess I'm going to have to get one of those. Oh, that's not a problem. Yeah, I guess I'm going to need one of those. You can see all the crumblies. Now, the filter grids themselves, I was fully expecting to see tears and stuff in them. Here's what I found. First of all, the damn thing exploded on me and all came apart. And I saw this coming as I was lifting it, and it was too late at that point to do anything about it. See the hole in the top there? There's a long bolt that goes through the center. And there was a washer here, which I have, but there's supposed to be a nut holding the whole thing together. That nut was missing. So this wasn't held together exactly. These sort of squeeze and fit in to these ports here, like that. So I think it was kind of staying together, but I also noticed a great big crack on that. And that's not good. So at that point, as soon as I saw that, I said, yeah, I'm just getting the whole assembly like this, not even worrying about the grids. Now, it doesn't appear, and I'll get back to that in a second, it doesn't appear there's any tears in them. I took this one out and I just sprayed it with the hose. You know, it's not bad. There's really no tears to speak of or anything like that, which I was fully expecting. I don't like these little pleats in it, like I don't think that's necessarily supposed to be like that, but maybe it just is when it's in there. I have no idea. But look what I found. You see all this white stuff? You see that? That's all DE. It just falls apart. That's all DE. It was all inside every single one of these grids. So it's amazing. Here's another whole huge piece. Look at this. It's amazing this thing even worked at all. Backwashing just didn't get rid of that. Here's some more. Just didn't get rid of that stuff. Now, in time, yes, it builds, and should it have been taken apart sooner and cleaned? Yeah, probably. But, you know, that crack is, that's not going to fly. It's got to seal somewhere. You know, what if, because this bolt wasn't on there, when this thing was under pressure, one or more of the grids, like this thing was lifting up or something. It doesn't seem that it really can, because it's sort of held captive somehow. For whatever reason, like this is holding it. This looks broken here. You know, it's not in good shape. So I ordered a whole assembly, so it'll come with all this stuff, and it should just be a drop-in replacement. Now, again, I'm going to have to get a new O-ring because that one's no good, and I'll see if I can find that on Amazon. If not, then I guess I'll just pay the premium at retail. But otherwise, everything else is here. I suppose the seal here is good. I need to spray it out with the hose and that. But hopefully this was the problem. Oh, and also you can see the little greenets from the green carpet that has been disintegrating steadily over the years. More DE. It's it's not good. It's certainly not good. Theoretically, I could clean all of this out, spray it all down with the hose, put it back together, find a nut to put on top of that, because the bolt does go all the way through when it's put together. But I think at this point, these filter grids are over 12 years old. I got the house 12 years ago. This summer will actually be 13. So these are pushing 13, and the pool was here when I moved in and was probably here for 3 or 4 years before that. So these are easily 15 or more years old. So I think it's just a safe bet to replace the entire thing. So that was it. I kind of wanted to show you how the whole thing came apart, but it wasn't in the cards as far as this video went. I just didn't want to really get into all of that. I just wanted to kind of open it and look, but that is the finding with the filter. So that's pretty much it. I just sort of have to, I think I'll put the top back on and not put the clamp on tight, just sort of sit it there, and that's really going to be it for now. I ordered the new grid assembly, so that was $300, and that should be here sometime next week, and hopefully it's the right one, because here it says the model number, DE 2420, 3620, 4820, 6020, 7220, and none of them are checked off. Perhaps one was checked off at one time, but it rubbed off or faded in the sun or something. I have reason to believe it's the 4820, which is what I ordered, so hopefully that'll be right. I'm going to leave this just sit here like that until the new one comes so I can compare it. And hopefully all that will be good. It'll be a drop-in replacement. And then I know that the filter has been serviced. And then I can go through the arduous task of opening the pool and trying to clean it up again. That's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you click like. Make sure you click subscribe. And clean your filter out. This is pretty disgusting. This is pretty disgusting. I just can't believe how much DE is in there.